So for me, the way that I decide exactly what trim works, so I mean chair rails, picture rails and architraves and skirting boards that I use in a project, it actually depends on a pile of factors. Naturally, the style that I'm after is one of the biggest factors. So am I after something really detailed and ornate, as something that maybe harks from the Victorian era, or am I after something that's maybe a little bit more simple, maybe something a little more colonial? A lot of that is dictated by the property that I'm working on, its heritage and existing style, as well as naturally the style that I want to create. But that's only one of the factors. For me, one of the most important factors, being a practical gal, is the construction of the property. So how high are the ceilings? How much space do I have to use picture rails or chair rails? How big of an element can I pull off in that space? Or am I needing to pare things back and go really delicate and detailed? So for example, in the Waukivory Estate farm project, the ceiling heights in that main space were 3.6 metres, so 3,600 millimetres, which meant because I wasn't using a chair rail, only a picture rail, I was able to put in huge and statement skirting boards sitting at, I think, around 300 millimetres high, and they are such a wow in that property. Whereas at Carrington House, the project here, we've gone very detailed with our skirting boards, chair rails, wainscoting, as well as picture rails, and hence I've stuck with a slightly smaller skirting board. When it comes to your architraves, you always need to be conscious of where you're going to be installing them, and you need to make sure that all of your windows have enough breathing room around them to house the size of the architrave that you're looking for. For me, when I'm looking to spec a project, whether it's mine or a client's, I'm all about ease. One of my mottos is doing effortless business with people I love. So for me, working with Interim is an absolute no-brainer. Not only is the website super simple to use and so easy to search, but I love the fact that I can immediately get free samples ordered and delivered to my door, because there's nothing like touching and feeling and seeing a product before you purchase. Online ordering of products is also a huge thing for me, so I love that that is now included on their website. If I put my construction hat on though, another thing that I really enjoy about working with the Interim moulding product is that there's such a variety of actual materials that you can have your trims done in. So they can be in MDF, they can be in finger jointed pine, unprimed, pre-primed. You have a selection of materials and finishes. So from a building perspective, you have all of your applications covered. And to top it off, even I sometimes can't find exactly what I want, so I love the ability to do a custom order. For the Waukivory Estate project, I went with the finger jointed pre-primed pine because I was the painter on deck there, and I loved the fact that when it comes pre-primed, I don't even need to undercoat it. So if you want to see an example of how you can use amazing, simple and timeless trims in an everyday home, head over to waukivoryestate.com.au and check it out. But in the meantime, I'm going to get busy on the next project that I'm working on, where I will get to show you some more Interim products.